All buddies, it's the Ron and Fez show on a Tuesday. And we're tipping our hats to Los Angeles today.
Big ups, LA.
Yeah, all about Los Angeles on the playlist today. Playlist is actually pretty fabulous. Once again, Chris Stanley comes through. 100% does everything on the show. Greatest producer of all time. Sorry, Billy Staples, I know you got the producer of the decade, but I don't think you're going to get producer of the millennium.
Wow.
Just you, Chris. You're all alone at the top. You're the hit king. Pete Rose, Showboat and Pete, Charlie Hustle. All the pressure's on you. Now, you were telling me you had a bad morning this morning, and I don't normally come in here and hear that you had a bad morning.
Yeah, for the first time that I can remember, there was crying in the office before.
Why are you crying? What happened to you?
Fez was the one crying.
What was he crying about? Did anybody get mad? Was anybody mean to him?
No one was mean to him.
When he feels that bad, tell him to just start scratching his leg.
Oh.
That could be like the little...
He's going to do that anyway, I think.
Who was mean to him? Was it Rob Cross? Did Rob get cross with him?
He's known to do that, but not this morning that I know of. I believe he had something written up for the Interrobang, and Bleacher Report released something similar to that, like
these things
12
happen.
hours ago.
These things happen. He just got done copying his Bleacher Report bit, and he handed it in, and we found out where it came from.
It happens. It's the internet.
I'm sure he's got backup stuff. I'm sure there's other things that he wanted to discuss. Oh, he just had a one-bit day.
I think that's what brought on the crying.
Los Angeles, I'm yours. Why don't we just keep playing, Decemberist, and we'll all just sit around, and that's like for you hipster kids, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I'm not a hipster, but it's a good band.
Why do you get mad? By the way, this thing, and I forgot the name of it, blows. Every time I go to use it, it pops off.
It's a dongle.
Oh, a dongle is a fucking dangling fucking asshole. My old one was great, which I love.
They switched them up about fucking 6 months ago.
Now, the thing is, no one else in the building will wear theirs. I wear mine as if I work in a steel mill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have ID ready, and I use it. I don't want to just fucking destroy it by being in my... And I also, unlike you, well, I'll give you a perfect example. And another reason why that's terrible.
Mine's just fucking wrapped in duct tape.
But I'm going to give you another reason why... Like, you're always saying that I'm your hero, right?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I'm not your hero. I'm a hero. I'm walking home yesterday and watching a lady. She's getting on the bus as I'm coming down Fifth Avenue.
All right.
And she's going for a bus pass. Bills fall on the street.
Oh.
And I have to say, ma'am, those are your fivers.
Whoa.
And
you
she
just
said...
saved her some cash.
She said, and I quote, "Thank you, sir. Thank you." And I'll just say this. It's no big deal, but...
I would have just taken the money. I'm a bad person.
The reason why I don't take the money?
Yeah.
I'm exactly like the 9/11 heroes. I'm exactly like the returning troops.
I mean, that's...
I'm like the astronauts.
I mean, you spotted some cash on the floor and you alerted the woman who dropped it. I mean, the 9/11 people were digging through fucking a giant smoldering pit.
Okay. Apples and oranges.
No, it's totally different.
Let me ask you this. If you were down there and you saw some cash on the ground, would you have stuffed it in your pocket?
Yes.
This is what I'm saying. And another reason why I didn't do it is because I got lots more money. No, the reason why I didn't do it is because we live in a society, okay?
Yeah.
We're all in this together.
That was the right thing to do. I sometimes have trouble doing the right thing.
All right, so Fez, you were crying before the show today?
Well, I don't think I actually cried.
All right,
started
let's
to
just stop
tear
it there.
up.
Let's stop it there.
There was cry. There was a cry. It was a cry. You pulled it back together, but there was crying.
All right, here's the thing, Bleacher Report. You're a grown-ass man. You can't be sobbing in front of your staff. Did anyone else say it but you?
Pips did.
All right. Pips is the young kid on the block. He's still wet behind his ears. And let's suppose this. You ever see like one of those World War II movies? You never saw a World War II movie?
I'm sure I have at some point.
Name one.
Saving Private Ryan.
All right. You went deep. You went old school. Perfect. When the new guy got there, and the Sergeant Forrest Gump, who was running it for everybody.
Yeah.
If they got there and he was crying and said to the new guy, we're all going to die, nothing works.
Jesus.
You're never going to see your mom again. That's not leadership. Let's go over here to Jeff. Jeff, you're on the Run of Fish show.
Ronnie, love the show. Hey, hearing that story about the money falling out and stuff reminded me.
Oh, please, let's not make a big deal about me being a hero.
You are a hero, but it reminded me of somebody that one of my best buddies. His name's Nick, and he's my hero. He had this great college thing that happened to him. Him and this girl got drunk. He got her back to his room. She was kind of ugly and stuff, but anyway, he was taking off her pants, and some money fell out of her pocket. And so he was trying to think of what the right thing to do would be, and so he kicked the money under the bed, did the deed, and he came down counting his money in the morning.
I think that makes him a prostitute. I'm not even sure, but he might be a male hooer.
Get that money, get paid. Man whore.
Oh, and this is another thing that I kind of feel like...
All right.
Two ladies come up, and I believe that's somewhat of a German or perhaps Swedish accent. And they were asking me where the Chrysler building was. And I said to them, I'm kind of proud of this, I said, take a left at my balls and then head straight up Long Cock Boulevard.
All right. I mean, that's funny, but they're not going to, they're going to not know where to go to the Chrysler building.
You know what? I don't want to be sitting here having you and Bleacher Report fucking judge me all day. BR, you've got to fucking understand, this is off the top of my head. In hindsight, it might have been funnier to say Long Dick Boulevard. I said Long Cock. And you know why? I fucking rushed it.
I think Long Cock works better.
I think dick is kind of a funnier word. Now, someone actually wrote to me. Somebody who's written before and said, part of what they said is like, when I tell my friends to listen to your show, all they hear is the cursing, and they jump to a snap judgment. And I said, your friends are fucking assholes.
That's the proper response.
Which drives more away.
No. Good. They're fucking assholes anyway.
Garth, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie, listen, man, we appreciate the fact that you're our hero. And we just need you to, quit being so humble about it. Be a little more confident, buddy.
Well, I always get a little concerned because of the whole kill your idols thing. They killed Martin Luther King. They killed JFK.
Yep. Blew his fucking head off.
They killed Jesus. I don't want to go too old school for people. I know the younger kids don't want to hear that, but I'm going to lay it out there, JC. All right?
Jesus Christ?
Yeah. I mean, he was a hipster. He wore sandals and had long hair and a beard. And he used to drink Pabst Blue Ribbon. And
that didn't exist then. They had
listen to rockabilly music and act like, oh, man, you got to make it to rockabilly night.
They couldn't plug in back then.
He wouldn't talk to blacks or gays, and he also... Well, I never heard him that he hung around with a lot of blacks or gays. He had a southern accent.
No, he was in the Middle East. There's no southern accent.
He wasn't a fisherman, but he was a fisher of men. A Bobby Fischer of men, if you will.
I don't think he played chess.
He was a chess king so much that that's the only place that he got his pants. Chess king.
The chess king didn't exist then.
I don't even think it exists now, does it? It used to be like if somebody came in with new clothes, you'd go, oh, you've been the chess king. And then you'd fucking laugh at them as if being able to purchase some new clothes somehow made you someone to mock or effeminate.
All right. 95, it closed.
Then it was structure after that, I believe. That became the new...
Fez, I know. I read Bleacher Report. I read the fucking bit. This is what happens when you live in a 24-hour news cycle.
It's a crazy churn. It's grind time. Come on.
Going off the rails on a crazy churn. So anyway, I don't want to do a whole big Ronnie B Appreciation Day, but if we're going to do it, let's get it out of the way early.
It's great that you found that chick's money and gave it back to her.
Fine. I just saw her fucking pull it out of her fat ass. Hadn't seen it hit the street because her little pocket's too tight to have a thin bus card and 2 5s.
She's balling. 2 5s.
Yeah.
I found $80 outside an ATM once. Spent it all immediately in a bar next to the ATM.
I saw my money on the floor of a mall once, and I made at the time, my chick reached down and pick it up. Why I fucking did the swivel. I go right next to my foot, reach down and grab that wad.
That's great. That's nice.
Yeah. And forget, I was going to tell a fucking story, but I'm not, because that's too far.
I don't want to hear the story.
I want to say, no, I don't want to say it, because here it's my fucking hero day.
Okay.
Remind me of telling you it's a commercial.
All right.
Let's just say it has to do with fucking rolling a dead body.
Oh, Jesus.
And leave it. Say that's why I don't want to fucking tell the whole story. Then it comes off sounding bad.
Yeah, that could negate you finding that, pointing out the cash.
Well, look who's using words like negate now.
What's that?
Let's go over here to Tom, New York.
Hey, Ron, I got a spy report conspiracy theory.
Spy report.
Conspiracy theory.
All right, I believe that Katy Perry herself posted those pictures of her bare ass, or she didn't post them, but she, created her own bare ass to get on the internet to get publicity and pump up her movie. And I believe that I have photographic proof to prove it.
All right, what is it?
All right. I found this site that has the original photos for sale, and they are numbered and in sequence. And if you follow the sequence, which I just sent you an email to, you will see that in the first picture, she's standing with her bathing suit completely up, and she has her thumb looped in the side as if you were going to pull down your pants. Then you follow the next few pictures through. It's 41 through 52.
Jesus.
And the next thing you see is the guy with the boogie board covering her. Then, as you mentioned, this guy would be fired if he let her bare ass show. He pulls away the boogie board, and suddenly there's Katie's bare ass. So it's as if she pulled down her own bathing suit and then bared her ass for all to see.
And they're actually selling these pictures.
Yeah, well, this is, the guy who originally took the pictures at the website. They don't claim any of this. This is just the photographer who took the pictures. His contact information is there that you can buy the pictures. This is obviously where everybody on the web went and got the pictures originally from. And if you just follow the number sequence, everything else, like when she's on the boogie board and walking around, clearly the pictures are in sequence if you follow the numbers.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, but see, here's the only thing that doesn't make sense to me. I can tell you, I could make the phone call and say to them, Katy Perry's ready to go nude. What will you give us?
Millions.
And millions of dollars could come into it from any magazine.
I understand that. But as you said, she could do that for a magazine. This way, it looks as if she was suddenly captured and didn't intend it, and therefore it goes viral, and the whole world...
she was going to go viral no matter what happened.
Yeah, she popped her
But
ass.
see, the thing is, this isn't even like the way that a woman would like to pose. Nor would she be comfortable with her skin tone there. You know what I mean? They do a lot of lighting work.
Yeah, but maybe
in photography.
Remember, she previous to this did an appearance in Canada, I think, where she had like a nude butterfly outfit. Now, this would be the next step. If she, in fact, is proud of her big white ass, doesn't mind getting it out there, she gets up there, pulls down her bathing suit, everybody gets a quick shot, and all of a sudden it's news heard around the world for days.
Well, you're putting a spin on this.
Look at the pictures. Follow the sequence.
We're going to... I don't want to turn this into this Bruder film.
This is really getting fucking deep.
It's starts with picture 41. The bathing suit is up, and she hooks her thumb in the side. Then in the next, it isn't like she was on the boogie board and the water pulled it down. She's just standing there.
All right, we're going to give this a look over. We're going to Zabruta this up. I appreciate it, Atomic. Talk to you later, bro.
But couldn't you hook your thumb to be pulling up your bikini bottoms? I mean, it would seem like it would be the same motion.
I don't know if I've ever seen a girl hook her thumbs. That's almost like a masculine thing to do.
Like your belt loop and shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Katy Perry doing? Maybe she just wanted free passes to this fucking water park.
She's got a free pass to the planet Earth.
Maybe she's really cheap.
Like, if you owned a fucking restaurant,
Yeah.
Katy Perry called up and said, look, it's me.
Hey,
I want to come by there and get some drinks and free steak. You'd be like, get the fuck over here.
Like, yeah.
I'll have the paparazzi out front.
Get my shit in page 6, dog. Everybody want to come to this fucking shitty restaurant now that you're here.
That's the weird thing in life, is that once you have money, people don't want it. They want money from people who don't have it.
That is fucked up. Seriously. That's terrible.
This has got to be the weirdest thing of all, though. Don't you think, those Comic-Con things or sports expos where kids will stand in line, and adults, to have someone sign something, and then they will pay that person to sign something.
Drive a quick 20
and
now.
say, sometimes it's 50 now. Here's 50. Or let me get your picture taken with you. I'll give you some money.
Yeah.
This is how I make money, writing my name. That's what I do to make money. That's what I do.
And also, you'll stand stationary next to someone.
Yeah, I will stand. All right, let's go over to Scott. Scott, you're on Ron Fez.
Yeah, judging by that last caller's detailed analysis of the frames, I think he was probably pantsless and covered in cum when he was going over that.
See, I don't want to judge each other. But I will say this. Fez is when he reads Bleacher Report, and he's like, I can get a bet out of them. How did he tell you? Like, do the impression when he told you that he was crying.
All right. Let me go to... He was on Bleacher Report. Just scrolling up and down looking for, I guess, the story. It's like... What? Where's the bit? Like, where is it? I can't find it.
He was crying
I don't
before he
remember
found
doing
it?
that.
He was crying before he even found it?
Yeah. Yeah. It was bad. I was just... It's the first time that's happened. I was kind of weirded out.
That he started crying while he was looking at a computer?
Like, it's usually happens. That usually happens in the show.
He just holds it until then? Then he explodes?
Yeah.
He doesn't cry after the show very much.
No.
After the show, he'll get very, very chatty and talkative.
We're in new territory here.
Sure. Maybe that means because he cried before the show, he'll get chatty during the show.
All right.
You told me you had a gay bit today, right, Fez?
Yeah, there's a story going on about a man who is gay, and
Hey, we're all sorry that he's gay.
no.
Yeah, I mean, he could be banging broads.
Well, now his father passed away, and in order for the gay man's son to get his inheritance.
I'm a little confused. Let's take it from the top.
Okay.
There's a gay guy.
Yes.
And his dad died.
Right.
Okay.
So there's a stipulation in the dad's will saying that his grandchild, the gay man's son, won't get his inheritance unless the gay man marries a woman. Goes ahead and marries his mother.
Okay.
So it's just insane. He knows he's gay. It's like holding the kid hostage. It's like holding the grandson at ransom.
Well, that part doesn't make any sense to me. I don't think a child is being held at ransom. The child gets to live his life. So your point being that somebody can't say, I will give you money if you do this. Because it seems to me like that's everything in life.
Right, but it seems like that this will stipulation is would be against the law. It would be sexist.
Well, no, I don't think it's against the law, because the law does protect that type of thing. That's why we have a will, so you can say where your money goes. Now, it's no one's making the guy do anything, but it's almost like some people say you can have this property, but you can't sell it. It has to be passed on for whatever reason. They do protect that in wills. It's almost like dead people can say, even though I'm dead, my will be done. You know what I mean? Like, this is my will. So the thing is, here's what I will do if you take if you do what I say, this is what I will pay you for it, is basically what he's saying. Now it's up to that guy whether he wants to do it. Just like it's up to all of us. Like, I can't be mad at Rob Cross for saying, for you to get paid, you've got to come in every day and start talking.
Bullshit, Rob.
You know what I mean? Like, how is that any different? That's my question.
Well, I think because this is like denying somebody an opportunity that other grandchildren have.
No, I didn't get it from my grandfather.
Based on with this guy who died.
But you can leave a will and say 9 of my grandchildren get money, but 3 don't, because 2 of them are drug addicts and 1 of them was mean to my cat. I mean, you can do that. You don't have to divide everything equally amongst the people in your family.
It just makes me sick that people decide to take it out on a baby.
It's not taking it out on a baby. It has nothing to do with the baby. The money was not going to the baby. The money was going to the father. So it's like even if the father got the money, it would be up to him how to spend it. He might have gotten a fucking boat, or he might have put it away for the people's fucking education. But the thing is, what you're questioning is, does anyone have the right to a will? And we do that all the time. Like, they will say, I will leave money for college, but nothing else.
Yeah.
Or, I will leave money for you if you take care of these other things. If you ever remember the old Lucy show with Mr. Mooney, the banker was in charge of her money. Now, it would be a different thing if you wanted to say, hey, do dead people have a right to say what's going to happen with their assets? Because that is a weird thing, that somebody who doesn't exist gets to say what happens with the money. But we've got tons of charitable places that have been taking care of that property that's been given away.
Well, I think another thing that comes up in this is who is actually the baby's mother. Because the gay guy has a husband, he's married, they have raised this baby themselves, he's a parent, so he is basically married to the baby's mother, even though not the biological one.
I think the spirit of what was said here is you have to marry a woman, correct?
Yeah.
So I don't think we have a big problem of who the mother is. The mother would be the biological mother of the child. Now, can the guy just say fuck you to his old man's thing? Yeah, that's what he should do. Without acting like, but I want the money. I mean, when you say fuck you to someone, you should also say fuck you to their money and start your own life. No child is guaranteed the assets of their parents. That's going to be up to the parents. And they fight that all the time. They fight wills constantly. It's a big part of this whole thing. Let's go over here to Matt. Matt, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie. Hey, Fez, does it mention anything in there about a divorce? Can you just get, quote-unquote, married and then get the money and then...
Well, he would have to divorce the guy he's married to.
So once you have the money, it doesn't say he just has to get married. It doesn't say he can't get divorced. Or
no.
Could he get married and then get divorced from the woman?
Let me just say something to both of you guys. Don't you think there's a lot of empowerment to saying, I don't want you or your fucking money? Instead of, how do I get this dead man's money who didn't approve of me or my lifestyle or my son? Fuck that guy. That's the guy that you fucking grow up and say, I'll run my own life. I'll fucking take care of my kid. This has nothing to do with you, you dead old prick. That's what I would fucking say.
This guy really wants 180 grand.
Anthony, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
I don't understand how you don't see this as morally wrong for somebody to take it. Fez is right. He's taking it out on the grandson. All right, so you don't want to give the money to the guy because he wants him to marry.
But let's get something straight here. It never was the grandson's money because the old man didn't leave it to the grandson. And the old man only left it to the son over some kind of stipulation. The morality question would mean the rest of us get to decide what someone else needs to do with their money. If you really had some kind of
trust for the grandson,
that would be his decision. You could also say morally it would be better if you left this to a cancer fucking summer camp for kids. You know what I mean? If you really wanted to play the morality game, there's a lot better places that you could go to the father or the son. It comes down to, what did the mean old man want to do with his fucking money that he should have spent while he was alive? Look at that fucking old weirdo.
He looks like an 80s fucking villain.
Yes, he looks like the bad guy in every fucking movie. So why do you want his cash? I basically would say, who gives a shit about you and your money? Fuck you. I'll get drunk one night and piss on the fucking on your grave. And the kid is not being fucking punished, the grandchild, any more than Chris Stanley was punished because he didn't get any money from his grandfather.
I didn't get dick.
I didn't get any money from my grandfather.
Fuck no. Bunch of dumb poor
So
Irishmen.
I don't see how the kid's being hurt. The child isn't being hurt at all.
This Mandelbaum character. Unless he's just like a terrible father and just fucking...
Of course he was a terrible father.
No, I'm talking about the fucking the gay son, and he just needs the cash because he's in the hole.
Well, the gay son, to me, looks fucking weak, like he's somebody that still wants his, daddy to take care of him, even though his dad's dead, and apparently never liked him to begin with. Or at least never accepted him.
He looks like a late in life baby.
Craig, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, what's going on, buddies?
Yeah.
First of all, it's the father's job, every father's job, to take care of his kid, not the grandfather's. Some feds won't understand. Look what's happened to the show, and he just keeps showing up for a paycheck. Don't give a fuck of the quality of radio he puts out anymore or anything else.
All right, that was a low blow.
Come on, man.
He's had a bad day over this Bleacher Report thing. I don't know why. I think the fucking son would be a better person if he fucking laughed it off and just said, what a mean old man. Well, I'll never have to fucking see him anymore. Not, how do I get that old man's money?
Fighting over, the estate always comes off as, really,
It's fucking
shitty.
cheap. It's hideous.
Crass.
Frank, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Hey, Fezzy.
Yes.
Hey, when your dad passed away, if he'd have left you, money with the same stipulation that you had to get married to a woman, what would you have done as a personal decision?
All right, that's an interesting question.
I never would have gotten married to a woman. I just wouldn't be able to do it.
So would you have still demanded the money?
I would have tried to find a way to get the money. If it was a considerable amount and it would have helped my kid, I would have tried to get the money.
Why wouldn't I don't get that thing, though? It's not, that's like saying, I'm not doing the job that somebody hired me to, but I still want the money. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why everybody feels like their parents' money belongs to them.
Well, they love it.
To me, it's the worst kind of shit ever. Well, I didn't make it on my own.
Rich kids Instagram shit, man.
You see this house?
Yeah.
This is somebody else's.
Oh.
But I live in it now. And that's why I'm proud of myself.
You're proud of yourself for living in someone else's house.
Yes.
Instagram it.
Let's go over here to Mike. Mike, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
I'm with Ronnie. Just act like the money never existed. Fuck it.
It doesn't exist. It never was your money. It never was your money. And Fez, I don't think that you're that fucking low. I think that you would have just said, "What a crazy thing to say." I mean, suppose this: the fucking stipulation was, "No, you got to go blow a guy, and I'll give you the money."
Jesus.
What would you say to that? Right?
Fuck you.
Why would you give yourself over to what anybody else fucking said? Doesn't make any sense.
If you can,
now we got a lot of money, my family, but we had to sleep in a haunted house the night before.
Really?
And the pictures, the eyes kept moving back and forth, and it was the fucking old groundskeeper who was behind there. Wasn't a ghost. Howard, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Yeah, this is just the father getting back at the son for embarrassing him for being gay. So now he's going to say, "You got to go straight if you want the money."
Yes.
Will the son do it or not? That's all there is to it.
I think there's this. I think the reflection should have been, if this guy was such a great father and had this code, why was his son gay in the first place? He's the bad father.
You fucked up, old man. You fucked up, Mandelbaum.
Oh man, take a look at my life. I've been sucking cock. He should go over there and butt fuck his boyfriend right on his dad's grave.
Oh, hell yeah, jizz on it. Jizz on the grave.
Yeah, then they double jizz down and yell, "You thirsty bitch." Seriously. This whole thing, I fucking hate. You know, Hicks, you brought it up. Those people who sit around and fight about their parents' stuff, they're practically grave robbers.
And even like in film or TV shows, they show those people just being dirtbags. Those are the people that you fucking dislike. Anyone who fucking fights over a fucking estate.
And then to call it a morality issue, when you could say, "I'll send that money to an African kid."
I can't spend that though.
Send that money to a fucking village. They need it a lot more than my boy, because I'm taking care of my kid. Mike, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie B, I just listened to you there. I totally agree with you. I would just say, hey, go fuck yourself. I don't need your money. I'll make it on my own.
If anything, they should get drunk, go over there, dig up that fucking casket, put a scream mask on the dead body, and fucking drag him around in the back of a pickup truck.
Fucking all have
freaking kids out.
Decomposed and shit.
That's my money. I want that money for all the stuff that I didn't do that the person wanted me to.
Mm-hmm. I get paid.
There's a lot of fucking guys, they never grow up, and they let their parents come up with all kinds of decisions, who they can be with, who they can't be with.
That seems fucked up.
What kind of job they do.
What?
I'm not even kidding you. There are people in this country make it to their fucking 40s and 50s, and they're still like, I can't, I really never wanted to work this job, but I won't get, my family will fucking out me.
Look down on me or some bullshit.
Kick me out of the family, whatever.
What good? You should be kicked out of the family. They're a bunch of dicks. For the most part, how many people actually get along with their families? Fucking that's be a tiny percentage of fucking human beings that get along with the people the family they were born into. And they are like, I can't wait to fucking hang out with my family this fucking week.
I think you get along with your family if you don't see them too much. I mean, yes, you do have to settle some old shit every time you show up. You are going to have to say that stuff to your brother, like, I don't know, maybe you never noticed I'm not 12 anymore, dude. A lot of fucking shit changed. Maybe you weren't paying attention. And then once you get done putting each other in headlocks, everything's okay. You start talking about, remember those retards that lived in our neighborhood? That was kind of nice. Sean, you're on the Run and Fez show.
Why is the guy making this so complicated? Why wouldn't he just get one of his female friends, go to Vegas, get married, collect the money, and then file an annulment?
Because that would mean that he would have to do what the will said, and he fucking refuses to do anything. This is why he's still a fucking grown-up fucking person crying over his dad's money, because he doesn't know how to do things to get money for.
And he would have to divorce the person he's married to first.
So what? Does he want the money? You got to do what the fucking will says if you want the money.
I think this is a bigger fuck you to his dad, to be if he can get the money without having to fulfill any sort of homophobic stipulation.
I don't think he's going to get the money. I think that the estate is fucking covered. And by the way, every time that you fight that, the lawyers are going to be paid out of that estate money.
Oh.
And you're just basically giving money over to lawyers.
That's fucked up. He's done.
There's cases like this that have been caught up and have nothing, by the way, Fez, to do with homosexuality. But people are saying, I want, the old windmill can never be fucking cut down. All this fucking crazy shit.
Eventually, it's going to get cut down a little bit.
Yes, it is.
All right? You might buy it a couple of years at the most, but it's going.
There's this gigantic thing where a will said what was supposed to happen to this art in Philadelphia. It ended up someplace that they never wanted because enough fucking time of fighting took place.
Not people threw enough money.
And believe me, it wasn't no 180,000. It was fucking hundreds of millions of dollars. It's the Barnes collection.
Yeah.
We had the documentary director in here. The movie's called The Art of the Steal. That's basically how the city of Philadelphia stole this art that the guy had left to be outside of Philly in this little fucking place. So what? Who gives a shit?
It's not what he wanted.
That's the thing. See, that's the interesting thing. Do dead people get to still impose their same will on people? And right now, the answer is yes. My point is, legally, I don't think this guy's got a fucking leg to stand on. Because here's what you have to do to get the money, is what was left behind. Just in the same way as if you drop a contract for work. You can't do some of the things in your contract and then act like, now I want the money.
Yeah, he died. He died like fucking 5 years ago. So this must be going
I can't
on
wait
forever.
till his own fucking son grows up embarrassed of him. Go, would you please stop bringing up the fucking money? Yeah. Fix what's on your mind today.
Oh, boy. I don't know.
Celebrities or football teams?
No. That's not part of it.
That's BuzzFeed's.
Yeah, it's BuzzFeed. Okay. A Tea Party guy, Todd Aiken, got into some fucking trouble for basically saying women's bodies know if they're being raped, so they won't get pregnant. And he
already apologized, right?
He put out a 30-second apology thing, a fucking campaign ad saying that, women who get raped can get pregnant. It's one of the funniest guys. It's hysterical.
Do we have it?
I think it's.
Oh, we haven't put it up?
Yeah, haven't put it up yet.
All right, so what else don't we have?
Okay, here's good news. Binge drinking is good for you, apparently, in college.
Another study.
It's a study, yeah.
Is this the same study that says eggs are bad for you? I seriously, the way I can't stand when people go, now what are we supposed to do? Now we can't eat eggs? No, eat fucking eggs like you did before.
But it's that the egg thing. They go back and forth every year. Fucking whether or not a goddamn egg is good for you.
They're different fucking reports. It's not the same report. I don't know why this confuses people. And everything is good in moderation, and everything is bad in a fucking abundance.
All right.
If you just do a little bit of fucking heroin, you're fucking fine.
Really, just a little bit? Mm-hmm. You won't get addicted?
Skin pop.
Okay. Seems a lot easier than fucking find the goddamn vein.
So how much binge drinking are you supposed to do?
Well, fucking, they say the technical term of binge drinking is 4 drinks in the session.
That's not binge drinking.
I know that's not binge drinking, but they say in college if you drink more, you feel better and your social status improves the more you can drink.
Yes.
So therefore, the binge drinkingest motherfuckers feel the best and the most popular. That's what their study's finding.
Yeah, and we all knew that. The cool kids are drinking, the cool kids are getting high. We knew this. But let's go back to the one part of it that none of us agree with. 4 is not binging.
It's crazy.
I mean, 4 in 10 minutes is binging. You know, when you're that fucking guy.
Yeah. But yeah, that definition is totally off. I don't know why. That's been the definition for a fucking long time.
Like if you're going to have going to a party and they're drinking just beers, nothing else, you're going to have 10 to 12 beers and be considered a guy maintaining. A guy drinking 25 to 30 beers is...
You're fucking getting time went on. Jesus.
Right. That's the guy that everyone's like, wow, he outdrinks everyone. But if you're going to be at a 4-hour, 5-hour party and you drink 8 to 10 fucking beers, no one is going to notice you or act like,
probably sober.
Dude, you're fucking slurring. It's not going to happen. So therefore is crazy.
It's a total fucking crazy lie.
Now, is binge drinking just considered also pounding, right? It's fucking drinking fast.
Yeah, drinking fast, yeah. It's 4 drinks per session. That's what they say.
That we need to know what a session is. Because basically, I've never even thought of beers as binge drinking. I think of shots and cocktails as binge drinking. Beers is your fucking pounding beers.
You're having a good time, just drinking some beers. But the actual binge drinking should be that you're just drinking until you black out. That's a binge drinking.
Right. I think the thing is, if you're drinking beers very fast, you're going to get bloated and slow down or fucking throw up. If you're doing shots, that's when it actually takes a little while for the alcohol to fucking hit.
It's like, I'm doing all these shots and feel fine. Half hour later.
Yeah.
I always thought binge drinking involved at least a day. Like you've been drinking for 24 to 48 hours.
That's being on a run.
That's a bender.
The binge is more faster.
To try to get as drunk as soon as you can.
Well, that's not even it. You just drink that way. You're a guy who's doing shots. The thing is, you can drink for 24 hours and do it at a nice slow pace. You're definitely on a run there, but I don't think that that's considered a binge. The binge is fast drinking.
In a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what the actual...
And getting drunk and obnoxious and, we can't put up with it.
That guy's hammered.
Because Fezzi's things, when his body stopped being able to fucking handle alcohol, even when we stopped him, he would be drunker 45 minutes later than when he stopped.
That's true, yeah.
And that was when you're like, okay, something in his body is not fucking processing the alcohol correctly.
Yeah, it'd be like 2
And that was even pre-heart attack for him. So that's probably when your diabetes was setting in.
Yeah.
Like when we were at DC and you did that, when you had the Irish car bombs and you ended up out front punching the thing, and I had to take him back to my house, right?
Yeah.
And I just threw a fucking mattress on the floor and I fucking sat on the couch playing video games to make sure that he lived through the night while he dry heaved on my floor and in my toilet.
Oh, shit.
10 hours back and forth. And not to this day, I've never even gotten so much as a thank you from him. To this fucking day. And that's when he picked up the nickname Bleacher Report. The man who goes there first thing.
That was the night?
And steals their wacky bits. Just tell us, did you read it first?
No.
It's too weird not to have. It's too close.
It's very, very strange.
This is a mystery.
By the way, the Katy Perry conspiracy theory is up. We not plugging today, but we've got our football pool up. Make sure you get involved in it. The football pool is up on the Interrobang.
Hell yeah.
Plug King, I'm blaming you 100% on this.
Okay, I didn't plug. I'm a shitty plugger. Oh yeah, there's the boogie board.
Okay.
There is her hand. Her right hand is in the bathing suit.
Okay. And he's saying that's when the pull down happened. All right. Let me just say this.
Wow.
People don't understand how fast the water is running there and that you have very little control. All right, let's go through it one at a time.
Okay.
Instead of you seeing the ass picture as big as you can.
Okay, so here's her.
She's coming up to the side.
He has the boogie board in front of her. Next picture. Boogie board in front of her, her right hand in the bathing suit. Next picture. Pants down. Boogie board nowhere to be seen.
All right, those pictures are up on the iBank Plus. Your chance to get in and be a very big part of the Pick'em League. That is up We'll be giving away big prizes for that. And when we get back, there's not enough room in the lifeboat.
Oh, shit.
You don't want to be part of this. It's the Ron and Fez Show.
You're listening to the Ron and Fez Show. More Ron and Fez coming up.